Hi guys, so today's video is going to be a battle type video. A battle of epic proportions. Not really, but it is a battle of the Maze Runner. The Maze Runner book versus the Maze Runner movie. I went to go see the Maze Runner this month, and I went to go see it on opening day, so September 19th that it came out. I know this video is coming out a little bit late, but it's the first time I really could sit down and film, and also I wanted it to sink in. I wanted to be able to collect my thoughts in a logical way, and also be able to figure out what I want to say where it won't give away too many spoilers. Everything I thought about the book and the movie coming together as one story. The Maze Runner, the book. So this was written by James Dashner, and it's another one of those teen dystopian type novels. It is a part of a trilogy. I have the box set. I do. I have read every single book. I actually finished the entire trilogy before I went to go see the movie, which may have been a good or a bad thing. I don't know for sure right now. This is set in, like I said, dystopian type of book. It's set in the future after something happened, but we don't know. They don't reveal what has happened in this futuristic world where there's a bunch of teenagers around. Yeah, until really like the second book, a little bit towards the end, but mostly into the second book they revealed what happened. So it opens up with Thomas, who's the main character. He's coming up this pitch black elevator, and it's going rapidly up, and then it opens up and he finds himself in kind of like a, I don't know, it's a maze, but it's like the center of the maze. They call it the Glade, and it's just this area where there's like a house and a small little forest and a barn and all of this stuff, and basically he comes in and there's 50 boys that are in the center of this maze, and they have made a life for themselves, and you know, they're farming, they're growing food, they've got animals, and they're building things. They have like not infrastructure, but they have like a house, they have a barn, like I said, that kind of thing. But none of them have their memories. No one knows why they're there. No one knows what's going on, and the only thing people can remember is that they know their names and they know that they're in this kind of maze. And every single day there are 4 maze runners that go out and try to find a way out. Every single month a new person comes up through the hole, through this little elevator box in the ground. They've been stuck in the maze for 2 years trying to find a way out every single day, and so when Thomas comes in, he has no memory and he's trying to kind of figure out what to do. There's these things that are in the maze called grievers, which are like these crazy biotech monster things. They're kind of like giant slugs with a bunch of like biotechnology stuff in them that can kill you like crazy. And the maze changes every single night, which makes it like impossible to solve. So that is kind of like what is going on. They live in the Glade, they all have no memories, and they have to find this way out of a maze that changes every day that has these crazy monsters that come out at night. Thomas comes and he kind of turns everything up on its head. The day after he comes, a girl comes up, and they've never had a girl come up before. You know, the maze stops closing at night, and so the grievers can come into the Glade and take people. They start taking people one by one, like one a night, every single night, until they can solve the mystery and figure out a way to get out of the maze. So that is this book in a nutshell. Movie opens the exact same way, with Thomas going up this elevator, and he is pulled out of, you know, the box, and they show him around the Glade the same way, and they say, yes, there are these people that run around the maze and we have to figure out a way out of the maze. It opens up very similar to the book, and it kind of like leads into the same kind of like what's going on, what's happening, same way as the book. Similar to the book, a girl comes up through the box like after a day after Thomas or whatever, and she kind of like throws everything, you know, on its head. And yeah, something happens both in the book and the movie where Thomas and 2 other of the boys are trapped in the maze at night, and they have to battle these grievers. And then the movie kind of starts taking a different turn. Like, you know, Thomas ends up, like, something else happens where, you know, but they, I mean, long story short, I mean, if Thomas is the main character and there's 3 books, you obviously know that he gets out of the maze. He does not get killed. That is the movie in a nutshell. Book versus the movie, the battle portion. I read the book first, like a lot of people read the book first, and then I went to go see the movie. There are very small differences, but then there's some very huge differences. They put more emphasis on some characters than they do others. Like in the book, you know, there are certain people who are main characters that have who have a bigger role in the book than they do in the movie. There are some characters that I felt like they downplayed in the movie that had a much bigger role in the book, and then other characters who had a much smaller role in the book that had a much bigger role in the movie, aka Gally. If you guys have read the book, then you kind of know. He is a very major character in the movie, which is very surprising because he was a big character, but he wasn't like a main character, and I felt like in the movie they focused on him a lot, and they didn't need to, because and they do a lot of things with his character that weren't done in the book, and which kind of like, I know that movies need a bigger kind of like villain, but that one kind of made me mad. Another huge difference is how they work on the maze and how they figure out the maze, which really made me mad, because like, you know, there is a good 200 pages of this book where they're trying to figure out what's going on with the maze, and there's a long time where they like are really trying to like work through like what is the pattern, what is changing about this maze, and then just in the movie it felt like they just like worked it out too fast. Like, it wasn't this puzzle. Thomas just got it. You know what I mean? And that kind of just made me really angry. That was a really big difference. I liked how James Dashner did it in the book. I liked how it was like an actual puzzle that they had to solve, and it wasn't just something that they happened upon. And so, final verdict, book versus the movie. If you like reading, the book is 10 times better. They downplayed Teresa a lot in the movie. They downplayed Chuck a lot in the movie, and then they brought Gally way up in the movie when he wasn't like way up. Like, I mean, like, he was just as big as Thomas or Newt or Albie, who are other main characters in the book. So final verdict, the book is way better. The movie's not bad if you don't want to spend the time reading the book series and you just want to know what it's about. The Maze Runner gives you a very good general idea, but it does not give the details, and the book definitely gives the details. And I know that's a lot, that happens a lot with books versus the movie, but this one was more true than others. Like, I think Hunger Games was very good in balancing the book and the movie. This one was very bad at balancing the book and the movie. So that is my final verdict. Read the book. It's much better. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, please comment, thumbs up the video if you liked it, and please subscribe. And if you guys want to see more of these, then let me know and I'll try to do them as the movies come out. So thank you so much, and I will talk to you later. Bye guys.